Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Parker. Today I'm going to read the book called Maybe Something Beautiful, How Art Transformed a Neighborhood by Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell. And it's illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Now, Illustrated is the person who does all the pictures. And it's really special that Rafael Lopez illustrated this book because he's one of the artists, the muralist. A muralist is a person who paints on walls, who painted a neighborhood in San Diego, California. California is a state that's across the country on the west side. And because of his wonderful work in San Diego, the authors decided to create this story. So let's take a look. Maybe Something Beautiful, How Art Transformed or Changed a Neighborhood. And you can see a little girl here. Notice there's a big change in this house to these houses. Let's see what happens. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color, and her heart was filled with joy. You can see the difference in Mira's bedroom and outside where everyone else is. Oh, wow. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with sparkling eyes. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall, hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. So he's doing this, right? Peering through his fingers. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. Flip it. Wow! Look at that rainbow. Then, just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow, spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said. A muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then come on. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yowee! The wall lit up like sunshine. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon Mr. Sachs joined in. Then others came too. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. The policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat. then paused. "May I paint with you?" he asked. So Mita handed him a brush and the music started again. Wow, look at everybody participating. They're all involved. Teachers and papas jumped in. Babies, too. Mita and the man handed out brush after brush. Colors spread throughout the streets. So did Joy. Turning it. Wherever Mita and the man went, art followed like the string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered with 1,000,000 colors, everyone sat down to rest. Except the muralist. Remember, the muralist is the person who paints walls. His eyes sparkled. "You, my friends, are all artists," he told them. "The world is your canvas." He smiled wide, then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. Wow, everybody's so excited to watch. When he was finished, Mita added one more bird. Way up in the sky, maybe, she thought. Just maybe. So this is a note from the authors. The authors are the people who wrote the story. Let's read it to get some facts about the true story. A note from the authors. Maybe Something Beautiful is based on a true story. At one time, the colorful East Village near downtown San Diego, California, did not have murals on the wall, nor quotes from Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and Cesar Chavez written on the sidewalks. Benches were not the works of art you can see now, and people living in the area were not part of the vibrant community that they are today. Instead, the streets were gray and drab. But one day, a husband-wife team, he an artist and she a graphic designer and community leader, moved in and transformed their neighborhood into a place of beauty. Raphael and Candace Lopez, remember Raphael Lopez is the illustrator of this book. So Raphael and Candace Lopez designed a plan to bring people together to create art so that their neighborhood could become a better place for all to live. They held meetings in their home to share their idea. Everyone was invited. Police officers, graffiti artists, teachers, single parents, children, homeless people, and more. With the help of many, the Urban Art Trail was born, and volunteers of all ages, races, and walks of life committed themselves to a common goal, reviving their community through art. First came murals entitled "The Joy of Urban Living and the Strength of the Women." Then the community painted utility boxes and benches in bright colors. They crafted mosaics. Mosaics are little tiles, little colored tiles, and they make a picture with them. They crafted mosaics around the trees along the streets. Raphael and Candace had noticed that in their neighborhood, people often looked down at the ground as they walked, so they painted poems in calligraphy on the sidewalks. Little by little, the entire neighborhood became a work of art and an inspiration to those who lived there. The impact of art in the neighborhood grew. Some of the painted benches were auctioned off, and the money provided classes and scholarships for at-risk students who had an interest in art. Visitors came to admire. Donations big and small came in. And what had once seemed to be an impossible dream became a trademark of San Diego's East Village. The movement prompted by the Urban Art Trail spread far and wide. Communities throughout the United States have commissioned Raphael's murals, and neighborhoods as far away as Canada and Australia have implemented the model of community-based art. Maybe Something Beautiful, illustrated by the muralist who inspired it, was written in honor of Raphael and Candace Lopez and all the quiet leaders in our neighborhoods. It is an invitation to transform not only the walls and streets of our cities, but also the minds and hearts of our community. All right, boys and girls, thank you for listening. See you guys tomorrow at school.